Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Transfer Exchange Show. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Steve Kay to preview the Crystal Palace Arsenal game. Steve, how are you? How you doing?
I'm good, mate, and I'm delighted to have you back.
That's it.
It's
returning after a one-game suspension.
Yeah, that VAR wasn't right. I tell you,
Nah,
sent off. It's disgusting.
Yeah, overruled.
Overruled.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, it's good to be back. Hello to everyone watching. Hello to everyone in the chat. So, Steve, this is the second from last game of the season, the penultimate game away at Palace. Obviously, the lineup's out. You can see it at the bottom of the screen. Arteta's gone quite strong, I must say, with this lineup. What are your overall thoughts looking at the starting 11, Steve?
Yeah, it's just like you said, he's gone quite strong with the lineup. I definitely think Elneny deserves his a chance. I like the fact that when players play well, that they're kept in the side. And Elneny's had a couple of good performances now recently, and he's in there again. So hopefully he'll have another good performance tonight with Pepe. I'm glad he's in there. We need to get him games, especially if anything for next season. But and apart from that, it's pretty much as you are. He's got quite a strong bench tonight as well.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward tonight, and it's basically last chance saloon, isn't it? Tonight, it's a big night for Arsenal, but we need to win our game and get our ass in order first before we can worry about other results.
Yeah. Looking at that team, it seems, I guess the word for me is it seems really well balanced. I think it's back to what Arteta knows really with the defence and the two in midfield and Smith Rowe, just behind Aubameyang with Saka and Pepe on the wings. It's a pretty strong lineup. Are there any surprises at all? Anyone that has or hasn't been included that that you're surprised with, Steve?
No, not at all. I like to see players that have played well that are playing again. Normally, I would always champion for Xhaka to be playing. I don't know how fit he is, but like I said, I'm pleased Elneny's starting because he deserves to have his chance. Looking along for the rest of the team, Chambers is in there. He always gives us that little bit more strength at the back, a little bit more power at the back. Then as you go along for the rest of the side, as you said, you just said there, mate, it's looking balanced. It's looking more balanced.
Yeah.
People playing in their right positions for a change. So it could be. I'm well pleased with it tonight.
Yeah. One player I thought I'd mention, Steve. Now I don't know if we can read anything into this. Is Martin Odegaard. Now he starts today on the bench. Do you think that could be a sign that maybe he's either not, he's not in the plans for next season, or do you think it's just a case of he prefers other players for this game? Are you reading anything into the Odegaard being on the bench?
I definitely think the question that you made is more than should be brought up. When I see the original team news, I thought Odegaard might be in there, but I make you right with Odegaard sitting on the bench, also with Ceballos and also with William, who we've heard rumours this week could be on his way. There could be a few players there that we may not be seeing next season. But obviously Zach is just coming back from injury. He's our second goalkeeper, but especially William, Odegaard and Ceballos could be on their way. I think Odegaard. Yeah, what do you think? I think he could be on his way.
Yeah, I think it all depends. Yeah, it depends how much he's going to cost. I think that is, and it depends. What Arteta's got planned for the summer. They're talking a good game at the moment, Arsenal, about making changes and going for it perhaps in the transfer market. So
Yeah.
There's just with Arsenal, especially with Arsenal when it comes to transfers, there's a lot that is possible. There's a lot that could happen. So we'll see. Obviously, Steve, Arsenal are going to be playing in their new away kit. Their new yellow away kit? Have you ordered yours yet?
No. I certainly won't be ordering yellow away kit. Maybe I'll be going on holiday soon, and they do some nice one hanging up on the rails down by the beach. So maybe I'll pick one up off of there.
Yeah, the Schneid ones.
Exactly.
Yeah, the ones for €5.
That's it. You put them in the wash, and then the name on the back's off, and it comes off instantly. But seriously, it's going to be interesting to see these people in these shirts, isn't it? You know, whether they buying them or not. It's not a difficult thing not to buy the shirts. But it's a nice shirt though.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Listen, they're doing well with the kits. To be fair, in terms of Palace, Steve, something I've seen. I think it might have been in the news today as well. Is unfortunately one of their best players this season, the young player they signed from QPR, Eze, who's been the attacking midfielder, he's been excellent for them recently. He's picked up could be like a long-term injury, so he won't be playing tonight. He's going to be a massive miss for Palace, isn't he?
Oh yeah, an absolute massive miss, and he was the first person I noticed when I looked at the team sheet that he wasn't on it, and then straight away I looked down to the bench and see he wasn't there either, and was wondering what's happened to him, and with you telling me that's the first I've heard of it, so that's a shame for the young kid, but he certainly will be someone our defence will be glad who's not on that pitch tonight, because he's quality. I mean, I think you've done done one of your profiles on him a little while ago, and you know what he's like more than anything. But saying that, I think it's Roy Hodgson's last home game for Palace tonight. Yeah. So they're going to want to come away with 3 points.
That's it.
Which is going to be, so it's going to be a difficult match. But that's Eze is going to be a loss for them.
Yeah, definitely. One player that normally plays well against us, Steve. He always seems to have his one of his best games of the season is Wilfried Zaha. He's their danger man tonight, isn't he, for Crystal Palace?
Yeah. He's as you said, he always plays well against us. I think he's one of these players who plays well when he wants to play well. And I think that's probably why he's still at Crystal Palace, because he's just not consistent enough to play at any of the higher clubs. But when Zaha's on it, he's on it. And he's a big lump, and sometimes he's just unplayable. The defence are going to have their work cut out with him. He seems to have a lot of time on the ball against us. He seems to play at his own pace when he plays Arsenal. So we'll see how our defence can handle him tonight. In terms of, I guess, moving on to what you're looking for from the game, Steve, and your predictions, what are your thoughts when it comes to those things? We have to win this. I know the chances of us finishing 7th is slim, but we've been in football a long while, and we've seen a lot more unusual things happen than of wanting Arsenal to finish 7th with the last 2 games of the season. So it's a massive game tonight. I hope they don't take it as something that we're moving on to next season. So for me, it's a big game. We've got to rely on other teams. Everton tonight are playing. I think they've got Wolves, and Tottenham have got West Brom, and West Ham. I'm not too sure who they're playing, but we've all got to hope that they drop points. But for me, mate, it's a massive game, and we've got to go out there and do our job, be professional, and win it.
I agree. So what do you reckon then, Steve? What's your prediction for tonight?
2-0 Palace. No. We've got to win. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to say
Yeah.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 1-0 with Aubameyang getting it.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's not a
Yeah.
bad shout. Not a bad shout.
Yeah.
Now let's have a look at some of these comments. Graham Jackson, watch us win 5-0 in a meaningless game. Typical Arsenal. Yeah, could happen. Very well could happen. Let's see what else we've got. Any score predictions, by the way, feel free to send them across. Come on, you lemons. That'll be when the fans are back in the stadium next season for Arsenal away games. That'll be the shout. And obviously, there's Palace fans there tonight, aren't there, Steve? There
is, yes.
Yeah. Marhill, the new kit is custard or mustard. Yeah, very true. Couple of predictions here: 2-0 Arsenal, 3-1. So yeah, all predicting Arsenal win, which isn't a surprise. Isn't a surprise, I'd say.
Yeah. We can't say we're going to get beat. We can't.
Nah, that's it. Exactly. Even though it's Roy's last home game, we're not gonna take it lightly on him. We're gonna.
Nah.
We're gonna.
But big up to Roy. He's been a great servant for the club, and
yeah.
He made a bit of a cock up in that Iceland game for England. I wanted to strangle him.
Yeah,
but
big respect. No. Yeah, big respect to Roy Hodgson.
Yeah, definitely.
One of the his longevity of his managerial career. I mean, he's just gone on and on, hasn't he?
It's strange because when we called our two managers to get the sack at the beginning of the season, we called Lampard and Hodgson.
Yeah.
And that's the two that's gone. So,
yeah, exactly.
So all the managers next season will be like this watching our show. Oh my God, who are they going to say? I hope they don't say my name.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, Steve, as always, fantastic to get your thoughts pre-match. Let's see what happens. Obviously, at 8:00 tonight, Steve and Kieran will be here for the transfer roundup. Always very interesting. See what the latest going ons are in the world of football with the transfers. See who's potentially moving to who. So join us for that. I think, Steve, are you going to be jumping on post game as well, perhaps after the game, or
more than likely, definitely, yeah.
So join obviously Steve for that. See how Arsenal get on. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Steve, cheers once again.
Welcome, mate. Welcome, always welcome.
Superb. And everyone watching, we'll see you later on. Bye, guys.
Cheers.